Good evening, everybody. I'm back from a live stream working on art today, specifically Palentine's Day pictures, Valentines for friends. Very excited about these. Oh, I can't mute this. Oh, you can't hear it, but sorry, it just kind of came up to me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I was playing some ideas for Dex and Yu-Gi-Oh for Kixies earlier. So drew this of this is actually fan art for a friend's comic. I really enjoy. Well, he has some cute characters. I've drawn this character too quite a bit. He's this otter who likes to dress up as a shark, and I drew him most recently for Halloween when I was doing my Pokemon Valentine pictures, and that character was dressed up as Wobbuffet. Um, so I've drawn him before with my Wolfsky character here. It was like the first time I drew him, and just them having ice cream together. It's a very adorable character, so I thought they could be buds, and you know my Wolfsky kind of fills in this kind of fan art of mine as kind of like the there's like the Big Brother Big Sister program we have, kind of like that. So just very sweet and fun. Just having I really enjoy drawing sweet pictures. So him giving him a ride. So I've gone pretty far in this picture. And you get to the eyes next. Start the shading. So I'll do the eyes, eyebrows, get into the details on this one, and then probably see what I could do about starting the background. Then I also have this other picture for a good friend of mine that I just sketched earlier this evening. So it looks pretty rough, but I need to get scanned in. I've drawn this lion character once before, for the first time ever, because he just made the character really recently, I believe. And so, just kind of a picture's called Chillax, and it's like very kind of relaxing scene of my character's playing DS, and he's just the theme is he's just too lazy to even move his foot. So, because he's a very hardworking guy, like this friend of mine, and that's his character. So, yeah, it was really fun because I need to practice more sitting poses. So this was good to try. So we'll see how it looks colored. So get to that after I get some more work done through this picture. So I'm going to go with the eyes and eyebrows. So as for Palentine's Day, a lot of these pictures just showing friendship, just being gifts, and going to do that with another friend of mine on Wednesday. We work very close to each other. Our offices are nearby. We go to this really great bakery. We switch off between going to this bakery for lunch on Fridays or Chick-fil-A. And I really like this bakery. I think there are 3 locations in my town now, and one's right by our office, and they have the best macarons. And I tried 2 of their new flavors yesterday when we had lunch. Called one was tiramisu, a tiramisu macaron, so good. But the better one I had was a Zinfandel. I'm not really sure exactly what Zinfandel is specifically. I just know there's like white Zinfandel, which is a white wine, and so I guess this it's supposed to go with that wine flavor. But this macaron also had a good chocolate taste. Like the center was like this like really good creamy chocolate. Oh, so amazing. I really enjoyed that, and my friend ordered this raspberry macaron pastry thing, and she highly recommends it. And so a recommendation from her is pretty strong. She's pretty picky. So, yeah. We made a plan to go back to that bakery on Valentine's Day to celebrate Valentine's Day. And so I'm going to order what she ordered. And I kind of have a half a mind to just order dessert that day for lunch. Because this bakery has the best desserts. Also, I'm anticipating the wait being very long. So if you just order the dessert's usually made the desserts are already made like in the glass display. So you just take your pick. But and the cat's oh hi Big Iggy. Yeah, we can't really hear that, but the cat just jumped up onto the head of my chair, so he's right behind me. So we have our special guest, Big Iggy. Yay! He's such a sweetie. He's so fluffy. So yeah, we're gonna do that Palentine's Day. It's gonna be great, and just try to see what I could do with other friends. I really want to visit some my one of my best friends lives out of town, like in the not too far. It's like in the next town over, practically. So I really want to do something fun with him. Last time I saw him was when we went to PAX South together, and that was a grand time. Upload those pictures to Instagram. Didn't know I did post them to Twitter, but I always forget about Twitter. Yeah. Okay, message. Oh, yeah. Oh, wrong layer. Ah. Oh, cat jumped off. He's been stealing my chair. I got to use the bathroom. I come back, he's in my chair. Oh, he's such a sweetie. So sometimes I have to share my chair with him. I come back and I go, okay, okay, scooch over, scooch over. And he usually makes room. He's a sweetie. So he can bite. He just love bites, never, aggressive. To me anyway, he can be aggressive with little Iggy. That's horsing around. Like they woke me up pretty early yesterday morning, around 5 a.m. I woke up and I heard some kind of scuffling noises outside my door, and it sounded like one of them crying out because that's a distinct noise. So I came out and I saw them just kind of wandering around like the game room, and so okay. Then I came back in the evening and I saw that there was quite a bit of cat hair where I found them. So yeah, they're sweet, but they like to roughhouse. It makes me so nervous when they do, because I never know when they're gonna roughhouse too hard. Because a couple days ago, one of them, like they're roughhousing, they actually broke a vase. Like one was skidding around and hit one of the, those not a stool, but not a table, but those it's like a stand. It's like set up like a stand, and then like it terminates at the top, like at a circular, tiny, like round circular. I cannot figure out what that's called. And I feel silly for that, but they knocked into that, and there was a vase on top of it, and the base fell and broke. So yeah, that was kind of a mess. But they're really good cats. Let's see this message. Yay. Working on the eyes. How did I do his eyebrows last time? Okay, just a line. I think. Yeah, thicker line. Feeling very bashful. The way the picture's set is that he's kind of been having a night on the town, doing things he shouldn't be doing. The otter here, and so yeah, he ended up getting his suit torn to bits, his shark suit. So he needed help from a friend to pick him up and take him home. So he called our lovely Wolfsky buddy here, very loyal friend and dog. I love dogs. Part of me's been very, I was talking to a friend of mine recently, a best friend of mine who I need to visit, about he recently with his girlfriend went to uh, Disney World in Orlando, and they also visited one of the Harry Potter parks over there. And I was talking, and he was talking about. I asked him, "Oh, what'd you get? Did you get any souvenirs?" And he said, "Only got one. I got a Slytherin T-shirt." And I thought, okay, well, that sounded unusual to me because Slytherin, not the best PR team for that house, let's say. And so I asked him, okay, why'd you get that one? And he told me that on the Pottermore sorting house quiz, he assigned to Slytherin, and that really surprised me. I haven't tried Pottermore or any of the things on there. Um, so that surprised me. So then we got to talking, like, oh, I should really try some of those quizzes. I just always never wanted to sign up for things. So it's like, oh, another thing to sign up for and eat another password to memorize and whatnot. So I kind of just like put it off and put it off, put it off. But I might try it now. And so back to the animal thing. One thing I really want to try on Pottermore was, and I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. I respect the books a lot, and I've read half of them at least, um, and watched some of the movies, and I just really enjoy that world. So and on Pottermore, one of the quizzes is that you have to have an account for. Last time I checked, at least, is to find out what your Patronus is. And one reason I'm kind of apprehensive to take it is because I really don't want to give me an animal I don't want. Like I'd be afraid to get like a house I don't want. I can't really say there's a house I don't. Well, no, I don't want to get. Well, now my best friend's there. I kind of would be okay with Slytherin, but again, not the best PR team. Um, so yeah, for the Patronus, I kind of hoping it'd be kind of way in my favor and be a canine. Just because my one of my favorite characters of mine is a canine, so I thought, okay, that'd be perfect. But we'll see what plays out in the quiz. Because a friend of mine told me like when she took it, uh, the quiz goes super fast apparently, from what she told me. So you had to like really answer quickly, or just skip to the next question. So I don't know how it scores and what they like how it decides what you get. But just be fun, like it's kind of like that thing, like what's your spirit animal sort of deal. Because I don't know what they said in the books. I don't remember what if it says what everyone's Patronus like. Well, okay, I only know what Harry like what his Patronus is shaped like it is. But for everyone else, I don't know, or I don't even know if it's even mentioned what it is. I remember, but I do remember seeing in the movie like what some people. Well, okay, no, I remember what Hermione got. Hermione and Luna. I know Luna got a rabbit and Hermione got an otter, I think, in the movie. But I don't remember anyone else's. And then Harry got a stag, and I know why it's a stag. Um, it's only clear in the books why it's a stag. In the movie, they gloss over that, which is kind of a shame because it's a really interesting um, tidbit, like why his Patronus is shaped like a stag. I don't think I can. I don't think it really could count as a spoiler if I say what it is now because all that book's been out. Like Prisoner of Azkaban. That's what happened. That's when you see it. The reason it's stag, and it's kind of like the reason why it's a stag is not. Um, I mean, it's explained why, and it's. I mean, it's fine explanation. It's just, but it kind of makes you like it doesn't have like a logical like why would Harry know this kind of. Actually, it's just that's what it is, but it doesn't make sense why. Okay, so and let me show you what it is. Okay, so Harry's Patronus is stag, and his dad back when he was alive could transform into a stag. Like it was like that animagus, like the people who could transform into animals in Harry Potter. So his was a stag, and that's explained explicitly in the books, but in the movie it's not at all. It just Harry just sees like a stag, and it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So it's one of these like in hindsight we know why it's a stag, but for the context of Harry in the moment of it being a stag, we don't. It doesn't make sense because he wouldn't know. He didn't know that, so it just turned to a stag because it just did. I don't know if that was maybe a genetic thing because by the time Harry was born, like the dad knew how to do the stag thing, be a stag. So I don't know. That's why because it wouldn't be like he'd seen the stag because he didn't at that point. So I really I don't know what exactly like why Patronus is shaped like it is, and that's probably what made more explained in the quiz. So I'm really jumbling up this, but it just was interesting. Like I just thought that was a neat thing to do was to make his Patronus a stag because his dad could transform into a stag. So what was I going to? So that's why. That's the only Patronus I know why it's shaped like it is, and it's not really like the logic behind it. Like just how was I gonna go with this? I can't remember. Oh, okay. Yes, I don't know what my Patronus would be like. How I would decide that for my quiz, but I don't know why Hermione's was an otter. I mean, it's Harry Potter, so like the logic behind a lot of the stuff is it's interesting. Let's say I'll say it's interesting how they decide some of this thing, how some of the things kind of come about and such. So I guess that maybe might be a factor in because I don't know if being animagus just carries anything in the genes to the offspring that would make that possible. I don't know, just like him being a stag, like the Patronus being a stag because the dad could transform into one, even though at that point Harry, or maybe he did know that in the book. Did he know? I can't remember. It's been so long since I read that book that I don't know if Harry knew beforehand that his dad could transform into a stag. If he did, then it makes sense. But I really I want to say that he found that out afterwards, but he probably didn't actually. Okay, so I just jumbled that up. If I did jumble that up, silly me. But anyway, that's that. Long story short, that's the only Patronus shape that's explained that I can remember. So I should take that quiz and visit my friends in another town. But yeah, Harry Potter's fun. Though I've not looked into much of the new stuff at all. I do want to try butterbeer for the experience. I really want to try butterbeer. I've heard it tastes like melted butterscotch hard candies, which is not a deal breaker for me. I like butterscotch, so yeah, I'm like someone told me that, and I was like, ooh, I'm more into it now. I like butterscotch. Oh, no, that's right. Let me see how's my sound going. Oh, wrong. All right. Details, pockets, pant seams, and such. Well, shorts in this case. Do I need the seam there? Hmm. Boy, that's my eraser. Also, the reason my character in this picture has four toes is that the artist whose art style this is, his characters have four toes on each foot. Just in case people were wondering. What layer was on actually for some of these lines? Yep. Oh, the ankle's on that. Okay. Oh, wait. How did that turn out like? Oh, that's why I'm in the wrong layer. Again. Ooh. Okay. characters do have toenails. Like this one has claws, but I'm just kind of they're far away enough that I think I could not put that. I think it's alright. I think it's more noticeable for this character on close-ups. That's another banner I did for that artist. It was this character's birthday, so I drew my character giving a birthday present. I love cute things. Alright. So where does this whiskers start? Around the nose. Not too long. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good length. Okay, so I'm supposed to look janky, so I don't know if that's the first time. I think that's the first time I ever used janky live on stream. It's not my favorite term, actually. I like jinkies, but janky, maybe not. I miss Scooby-Doo. Like the good Scooby-Doo, like old school Scooby-Doo. Well, there's nothing wrong with the newer stuff. It's just I've not been into most of it. I think I stopped after um, Cyber Chase way back in the day, which is a really good Scooby-Doo movie. And there's like a pumped them out. They pump them out every couple of years too, just made for TV Scooby movies, and they're very no. After Cyber Chase, I loved What's New Scooby Doo. That was a lot of fun. That show. That's after that I stopped. Actually, a couple of friends I should visit in Austin. Um, sorry, a couple of friends I should visit out of town, not just that place. Yeah, so many places I want to visit and people I want to see. It's hard to find the time. Austin's a nice place. Ooh, that's not right. back that line. Maybe that was a bad idea. Not totally 100% on those eyes. Let's see what I can do there. Also want to try to do a lighting effect here so I can make it look like it's dawn or so. Kind of like this. He's trying to avoid, walk of shame, walk of this and that. I think the white's fine there for now. I should have put this on a different line. I forgot this guy's eyes are shapes. Can also work and not make him look like he has eyeliner. I think it's manageable. Yeah, I think I'm okay with those eyes. Oh, I'm trying to do the wrinkles on the sleeve because he has to bunch up the sleeves. He's quite a bit smaller. Oh, Might make this tiny bit here a different color, because it is the inside of the hoodie. Not sure if that's clear though. I can add a seam here. Okay. Alright. Oh, you bunch up the hoodie in the back here. Oh, wait, there. It's hard to portray this as being loose and baggy, other than adding in those wrinkles. I'll say touch up the shading quite a bit too. So his characters have less shine in their eye as mine, so I still want to keep mine at the bright, shiny anime eyes. Just think I will do that. Oh, missed a bit here. I want to see the Black Panther movie sometime. It's kind of hard because the friends who I usually see movies with is busy with things until mid-March or so. So, probably if I do see it, I have to see it by myself. I always like having a pal to see it with so I can talk about it afterwards. I would like to see it and give it a review if I get the chance. Alright, now let's get started on something for the backgrounds. So they're walking on a sidewalk. Oh, let me see, just a moment. No, actually, that's fine. Actually, what I'm doing. But let me get a new layer for shading on their like on their below them. Alright, add some more sidewalk. That's the sidewalk, that's asphalt. Then let me just do a quick shadow on them. Sometimes I can get weirdly anal when it comes to which layer number does, like, what I put on each. Like, I'm weird about what layer number, like, what layer three, like what I'm specific on what I want in each layer, which is weird because I can always change the name of the layers whenever I want to. So yeah, fun of course. Anyway, so I got that started. Ooh, just remind me how bad this shading is here. Let's see if I can adjust that. I hear little Iggy down, like, making noise. Ooh, that's the wrong layer, wrong layer, wrong layer. Ah, it's probably too bright, too dark. Yeah, that's shading darker since they're in, like, that lighting's supposed to be dawn. Oh, I need to look at a reference for this. Backgrounds, alright. I'm gonna try to paint the sky, but I know I need to put buildings in front of this. At some point. I'm just gonna play around here in this part. Just kind of Sorry, I said a little thing in the background there. Cross that off and get something else in the background. If I can. Oh, I didn't get my library. Alright. And for this not to be buggy. Alright. I was listening to a stream that was posted on YouTube for a bit. But I like with just like painting, I kind of want to have a bit more of something musical. And again, I'm just really kind of messing around with this, which I probably shouldn't do that such a bright, thick. Do it like the transparent watercolor. And even better yet. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's not right. Quite right. I want this to blend better. I don't know if it's really working quite like I think it should. So it's trying to do that look where it kind of you got all the different shades of red and even a bit of purple at the bottom. Maybe it'll work. Actually, using this picture as reference earlier for this other picture, I need a color. At least to get the line art done. Whoop. Time goes. All right. And I put the sun too high up. Okay. I don't need that. Yeah, I put the sun too high up. It's kind of going rough. Let's see here. For me, when in doubt, blur the heck out of it. Oh, goody. Alright. Ah, I didn't got too much of the orange. Maybe that'll work, and I need to put some stuff in the background. Like a horizon, for one. That might look terrible, actually. Okay, that's a start, I think. Oh, and I need to get a filter over the image, too. Those are always tricky. Because I tried that for the Comfort and Joy picture, and it was really tough to get that right. I'm supposed to be experimenting, so I just need to see what I can do here. Just get something on top here for as a layer. Whoa. Oh, that's why. Ooh. Hmm. Oh. I know what I can try. Actually, wait. Better. Well, maybe not, actually. I was trying to do, like, if I could just lead around there. Oh, no. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, that's a start, so I'll see what else I can do about putting in the lighting for the sunset. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of playing around with the soft light. Probably that'd be the way to go. Alright. So we got that started. Well, with when it came to lighting at least. Further along with everything else, I think. And then the background too. Alright. Now let's get to some line art here. Should I start with? Should I start with the lion or the dog? I want to go with the dog. Well, I've been doing the dog all day, so I'm gonna go with the lion now. Might reposition his tail though, because that feels like it'd be uncomfortable to sit on your tail like that. Hmm. Oh. Probably look at some references for that. How do anther characters sit when they have tails? Because if it goes here, then it would, if it's long enough that probably the line would end up sitting on it. So I think it's alright like that. We'll see. A lot of times the tail's an afterthought for me. Like for this picture, I scanned it in once before realizing that both of them didn't have their tails. Considering how many times I draw anthers, it's kind of ridiculous how often I forget to do tails in initial sketches. Ooh. And then also in the line art too. Like same picture too, and I already done gone through the line art for that one, and then just realized, oh, and I was like gonna start doing the shading, and I was using the magic wand tool, and I got everything selected, and then I looked, I was like, oh, I forgot the tails. Ha. Ugh, my head sometimes. Wait, I haven't visited it. Oh, good gracious. Hi, Nameless Hero 22. I'm so sorry. Ah, he's a great friend of mine. I just feel so bad. Like, I still haven't gotten that infinity. Still haven't gotten that second screen yet. Really need to. But my desk is so small. Yeah, I got a new desk too, but in time. Always something. But yeah. Well, he says if I'd like butterscotch, I'd like the beer, butterbeer. It's good to know. I like butterscotch quite a lot. Let me see. Ugh. Don't know why I didn't think about doing this. I just always liked having like a big screen for drawing, so this doesn't throw me off too much. I think for people watching too, I think it's better with the larger screen. Let me know in the comments, but yeah. Feel so bad too because he doesn't come on too often, so I just feel. Ugh. Ah, I'm going back to the dog. I shouldn't be doing that. Besides, the pen took me where it wanted to take me. And now I have to finish this collar. Alright, back to the lion. Now I'm going to work on his collar. That was a while ago in the stream too when I was talking about butterbeer, so So earlier I saw on my yeah, saw when I had the iTunes page up, I was looking up the album True Colors by Zed, and because I've been listening to that album recently. So I got 11 tracks on the standard edition, which is the most available one. I think like the perfect edition is like much rarer hard copy only. This is what it looked like when I was looking up the album on Amazon and iTunes as well. So, but like the perfect edition is like a bunch of other stuff, just a couple remixes I listened to and they aren't that great. And some additional stuff that was released on separate material, like that edition had "Stay the Night" featuring Haley Williams. Um, so yeah, the True Colors album. Didn't know much about when it was released at the time because at the time I was going spring 2015 and summer 2015 were a rough time in my life, so I try to not think about that time as much as long as I can. Just it was and that album was released right at, like mid-May, so that was that time. So, but so I didn't know about then. But looking back, I like the songs a lot, though. Oddly enough, okay, I probably mentioned this before on stream. I'm sure I did, but there's a lot of times I'll get introduced to music and artists through hearing about collaborations they do with Lady Gaga. That happened with Zed. That happened with Kendrick Lamar. That and a couple other people, or just hear about like, oh, they're working with her. Maybe like what other stuff they make. She's into it. Maybe I can get into it. So that was one of those, and specifically the one that happened was for Zed and the True Colors album was like two of the tracks were rumored to be to use to reuse instrumental for songs he'd worked on for her that were scrapped from her album Art Pop, and those two were Stray into the Flame and Addicted to Memory. Like that's what the songs are. The rumored recycled reused instrumentals go to those songs. But that was debunked by Zed. Like someone asked him in person, and he said, "Oh, no, it's just we just didn't finish those songs, but I didn't reuse them for this album." So that's pretty much that's I accept that as a closed case. So, uh, but those songs I still listen to them, and I really really like "Addicted to a Memory." "Stray Into the Fire's okay, but the problem I have with that song, and this problem I have a lot of EDM and electronic music, this and that genre that is that the EDM umbrella encompasses, it seems, is that the drop squeals a bit too much. Oop. And I'm notoriously picky when it comes to electronic music. I can love it a lot, and I really adore listening to electronic songs, but I'm I'm really specific. I can't really say I'm specific. Just I know what I like and I know what I don't like. So in that, like I'll like it right away or I won't. And it's not really, and so I'll know that, but I can't really predict if I'll like it if I hear like, oh, it's gonna be like this. Okay, I have to hear it first and then like it. So like, because some people are just like love a genre, and like anytime so much that they'll just be like into whatever. But for me and electronic music, EDM, progressive house, all those sort of things, I have to really kind of hear it first before I can really jive with the tune. Um, and electronic music, especially, there's so many deal breakers when it comes to production for me. Um, I really, like, just flat out, okay, this is an easy predictor for I won't like the song, is that if there's that instrumental drop or break or however it goes, where it's just bass noise. Like it's like that like pounding noise, and it's not very. There's not a lot of or any melody to it. I just like that'll just like instantly turn me off to a song, and that was the case with on the True Colors album, the song Bumblebee. I don't like most of the song for that reason, but the part of the song I do like is the bridge where there's this really neat filtered vocal, and then and also the noise stops for once, and so I like that brief 20 seconds or so in an otherwise skippable track. I'm glad I was able to, that all those songs were posted on YouTube because I would not have wanted to buy that album. Um, okay, that's too soon recommendation, uh, non-recommendation for me. Um, uh, I might buy it for the good songs I like, or just buy the good songs. I mean, there's some good songs on that album that I liked, um, but I think about half of the songs I liked, some of which I really liked, such as "Addicted to Memory" and "Daisy." But then there are just songs I'm okay with. I do like a lot "Beautiful Now," but the lyrics are kind of iffy in some bits. Like right at the back, like the verse goes, like I see what you're wearing, there's nothing beneath it, and to me that didn't strike a very kind of unique sentiment. I guess it's just I don't know, that was just a weird way, and then kind of like the vocals in the chorus of that song kind of sounded a bit overwrought in a way. I mean, it's acceptable, not a bad song. Um, I did like the kind of like the drop in the chorus when they went like ba ba ba. That was fun. That was a good bit. So Beautiful Now was good. Daisy was good. I think I liked Paper Cut. I think I did. Oddly enough, I didn't like True Colors, both the album version and the Kesha single version. Um, it just kind of seemed a bit too dour for a song with that title. Um, Also, there's no getting away from it being having the same towels as there being well, I should. There's no getting around there being another song named True Colors that while somber, like Slow 2 does have a bit more cheer to it, like just like low key cheer. So the Zed True Colors song wasn't. I just didn't like it that much for the like downbeat production and the kind of somber tone in the lyrics. I shouldn't say like I don't like somber music. Not that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that it just for that specific song was kind of a and the rest of the songs in the album kind of seemed a bit like a shift. I guess cause I first didn't hear the songs in order, and some of the songs do flow into each other, especially towards the second half of the album. Uh, I like I liked Illusion too, but the ones I didn't like Bumblebee. I was kind of so I'm ambivalent towards True Colors. The one of Selena Gomez was okay. And that was like the big single of the album. Uh, what else is on that track list? Strange to the Fire was okay, but again, I had that problem like the screeching drop, too screeching of a drop. What was on that album? Let me see if I can. Oh, let me bring up the. It's still in the store. There it is. Okay. I didn't like Transmission too much, but that was I don't like Ex Ambassadors and just yeah, it's not the songs actually. I did like Done with Love. That was good. So yeah, just like a couple actually I didn't care for. Specifically Bumblebee and True Colors, the title track. So if you really like electronic music, I'd give it a listen. So yeah, I do give it a recommendation in that regard. But just if you're not into electronic music, some of those drops can be a bit um, uncomfortable. specifically in Bumblebee. Just And again, some of those like somber tracks don't feel very dancey. So if you're looking for a dance ride, I'd skip those. So that would be True Colors title track, part of Paper Cut, and Illusion. I like Illusion and Paper Cut for the more atmospheric sound those two songs have. And they do a better job of that than True Colors. And one of them, I can't remember which one it is, has a piano intro that reminds me of, I don't know if it's sampled from this or not. I'm not even sure what reminds me of, but there's I was about to say there's one song from this one movie. That's not a great way to put that. But I just can't describe it, but it's like a sound I feel like I've heard before. I don't know if it's a sample or just an homage, but it's just kind of a very kind of downbeat. I don't know if I'm using that term correctly. It's a very I've used the word somber a lot. Very depressing is not quite right. I need more music terms. It's moody, maybe. That bit of the song. I think I've been Paper Cut actually. I did that because I like part of Paper Cut. Yeah, the definitely like listen to tracks would be Addicted to a Memory. I guess you could put the Selena Gomez song in there. Daisy, Beautiful Now, and Done with Love. Those are the ones I think are really good. I can't really bother which one has that really slow piano. Let me see if I can just get the sample here. No, wasn't that one. Oh, it was Paper Cut that had that slow, kind of really atmospheric piano intro. Ah, back to my music. Okay. Their two friends are so comfortable with each other they can veg out. Well, one's very fine, just kind of really vegging out. And at the expense of his other friend's personal space. I don't often do this. I usually do this at the very end, the dialogue. But I want to see if I can fit it here, and so this image at least makes a bit more sense. Can I beat that? Yeah. Because I didn't have a lot of space on the page. I had to also scan in the bit of the spiral. How should I word this? Ah, phone. Sorry about that.
Call from.
Okay, now let me see if I can get the bubbles around. No. Rats. Oh, it's sensitive. Now I'm not totally happy with the dialogue layer. I can always change if I had to delete the bubbles too. If I put lazy afterwards. I think if you're tired, then the laziness can be a bit more forgiven. I guess that makes more sense. Alright. Back to the line art. And don't know if I got the effect of his hair kind of drooping back quite right. I also kind of think the metaphor of a paper cut, just a tangent back to the true colors. There's like a song, like the song "Paper Cut" on there. It's trying to make a paper cut sound like a deep, serious thing, but paper cuts suck horribly, but for what they are, but they're not that serious. Just a pain in the bum, like you want. It's a big pain in the bum. I don't know, just kind of a sigh, just kind of like that. That is a symbol of. I guess you could say that works. Just not deep, just like I don't know. Just I don't like paper cuts like in general. Just the thought of them. So that's raised up in the song is kind of to me. Then we make it super serious. It's like it's not that bad. I mean, you don't want one, but it's not a serious issue. Just sucks really big in the moment, but then it passes. Okay. Don't know if that was the point of that song. I don't know. Those lyrics are kind of weird. And when it comes to a lot of it, electronic music and EDM, like some bits of EDM especially, the lyrics don't matter. It's just trying to be emotional for the sake of being emotional and have a feel of being deeper than it actually is. But then you have that big swell of music and drop, and then you kind of forget about it. You're like, that was emotional, and it's like, wait, no, it really wasn't. It just seemed emotional, which is what EDM does a lot. So. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just that's the shtick a lot of the time. Can be fun to listen to. Again, for me, like if it's the production doesn't pull some of those things I don't like the pounding noise and the and the screeching drops. There's one station that plays club mixes of popular songs on Fridays. And while those can be good and fun, some of the mixes get a bit annoying. Again, squealy drops and just pounding noise. And it's frustrating too because some of those start off interesting and they have like the melody of the song they're remixing, and it just goes to that drop, and then you're like, that just washed away all the momentum. And again, when it comes to like those pounding drops and squealy noises, the part that bothers me a lot is like the build up. You're kind of waiting for something like this melodic, not melodic is the right word or not. This like grand payoff to this build up, and then the build up kind of goes to just like that stuttering bomb, like just the noise, like that's what you're building up to, and that just seems like a huge letdown. So that's like kind of like an explosion of sound, but not less literal kind of explosion of just like pounding. But I want it to go like an explosion of a song, I should say. I'm just picky when it comes to electronic music. I can like it a lot, but I have to feel it. It has to feel right. Right. Very, very subjective, of course. There's no set way. I do know what I don't like, and when I do like it, I have to experience it and go like, oh, I like it. When I don't like it, it's easier to pinpoint. But do I love a good electronics, like a well done for me electronic song. That's one of the reasons I love most of Lady Gaga's album Art Pop. A lot of the music was electronic, and it was the kind of electronic that worked for me. The only exception was Jewels and Drugs, and Dope really wasn't an electronic song except for electronic bass after the first chorus or so, and that's definitely more of a ballad, so you can it doesn't need that anyway. And when it's there, it doesn't really matter. And Dope's a good enough song on its own that doesn't need it, but like Jewels and Drugs kind of like Gaga said herself in an interview that it's like 3 songs in one, and it shows because it just feels very just messy. It's a messy song, not terribly bad song, just really messy. And having like 3 rappers in addition to her just makes the song really crowded too. Just because their parts are so different and it doesn't really mesh well together. Like the rappers, Gaga, and the music in the background. So that's why on Art Pop, even though I love the album, that's definitely one of the songs I skip. I shouldn't say definitely. It's likely to skip. I'm likely to skip Jewels and Drugs. Every other song though I'll listen to because I love all the other songs. Even Aura, I really like Aura, even though it does kind of have some of the bits like nobody wouldn't like, but they're toned down and it's that great chorus. Um, the intro's okay. It's weird and it definitely makes sense that I hear a lot of rumors that the Aura was supposed to be the long-awaited sequel to the telephone video. So that never happened because a lot of things happened in that around the release of the album Art Pop. That now that's messy. Always love that album though. Some of the songs I like even more. Like when I first listened to the album, I was lukewarm to Mary Jane Holland, but man, that song has grown on me. I've also heard quite a few of the demos. I heard the initial concept of the song that was for a different artist, like it was for the Good Natured, and that sounded pretty great too with different lyrics and just a really good song. Very 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 strong instrumental. So I'm fine for waiting so long to do the project Art Pop picture for that one, and it probably being grander than a lot of the other ones I did. You know, it's not one of my favorite songs of the album. It's not. It's I like it a lot, but it's probably maybe in the at most top 10, not top 5, but top 10 songs of the album. Jewel and Drugs being the bottom, of course. And while I really do, I just want to get this out there. I really do like Do What You Want, but there's such a cloud over that song that I can't rank it very high. So it's stipulated as being a great song with a troubling history. A lot of having to do with the guest artist that it did not need and really harmed it more than helped it, I think. Like in the long run, that's what happened. Like great song, but history and recent events have not been kind to its longevity. I mean, well, like longevity fine in the song, but like how it sounds. But then you kind of look into it and you're like, ooh, so many of these icky things kind of have like just. It's a long thing. I need to do a whole nother video to just go into Art Pop, the album, and the history behind it. Fascinating story, because that's like the one. I think that album had like the reception, the mismanagement, the bad management when it came to her manager and all that stuff. The reception, the promo, the build up. Oh, the build up. I experienced that build up and the waiting. You know, like what's gonna happen? Like when's it coming out? When we're gonna hear it? When's the release date? What's the track list? What's gonna be the lead single? Is Ratchet gonna be on there? Is T gonna be on there? Is Red Flame gonna be on there? Is Burka gonna be on there? It was a lot, and I was there for every minute of it back in the first half of 2013. So that waiting period, just waiting. When's it gonna come out? Like when's she gonna say something? When's she gonna? And then that didn't help either because that led to the expectations. And she did start some of that too, I gotta say, when it came to teasing the album during the Born This Way Ball tour. saying it's gonna be the album of the millennium, and you want to hype your music, but after the previous album had the impact it did, and also the general public just generally getting a little tired of all the overexposure, which is why the Mary the Night single didn't do as well as it should have, because that's an amazing song. I put a lot of blame on Judas being the second single choice for that album, and the music video, and the release date. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta say, I believe this is just my opinion. Um, Probably her worst single when it just her Lady Gaga's worst single. Maybe not. I shouldn't say not worst for the song itself, but for the video, the timing, like how it came out, just everything around the song. But the song itself, this is why it's worst single choice. I have to give it to Judas. It shouldn't have been the second single, and it shouldn't have been released when it was. Good song, but bad choice. Like after Born This Way, the single, you should have played a bit more safe. Well, not only play it safe, but go with something a bit less. I don't want to say inflammatory. I guess I should say a bit less bombastic, in a bad way. Like The Edge of Glory should have been the second single. Edge of Glory or You and I. Because those songs are much better songs. Like, they're still just better songs than Judas. I'm putting it out there. Even nowadays, I still hear Edge of Glory on the radio. I heard it today, actually. I went to the supermarket and I heard it. Edge of Glory is a great song. And when she performs it live, it's a showstopper. I mean, it's one of her best songs. Those hands look so messy. Then Mary the Night would have performed better. They just overexposure and Judas was a really big detriment to the Born This Way era. And I heard she planned to have 10 singles from that album. Talk about overexposure, but I mean it could have happened. And Born This Way is a really strong album, but I admit, after Mary the Night and Born This Way, those are the first two tracks on the album. It takes a while to get back into, because you get the 1-2 punch of again, they're not bad songs, but they are very kind of hard to listen to. Actually, I hate Americana. That's my least favorite Gaga song. 1-2 punch of, what were they again? Americano and Government Hooker. I like Government Hooker fine. It's hard. I'm trying to figure out how this hand should look. It's how should I describe Government Hooker, the song? Aggressive. It's different. I guess you could say. I mean, it sounds aggressive, and it's very. It's not a pretty song. It's. Yeah, I don't know how to really describe Government Hooker, but it's. They're between just going right from Government Hooker to Americana, then you get Judas, which again has its Those are three songs in a row that are a bit hard on for casual listeners. Yes. But then after that, this album gets a lot better. You get Scheisse, you get Bloody Mary, you get it's just a great album. After those three songs early on, like the album is just, I think it's just nonstop good songs. Yeah. No. We want some good songs towards the end of the stream. So I've been here for almost 2 hours. Oh, hi, Nameless Hero. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Welcome back. I post both this stream and last week's stream around Valentine's Day. Palentines Day. Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling great about how that nose looks. Yeah. Oh, what did he do his legs? Ooh. Does a late night talk show host hold a Valentine's Day? That's a good question. Don't know. We don't watch many late night talk shows. I used to back in the day. Sometimes I will watch an episode, like a clip online. I actually do just watch clips online more than actually the whole episode. Especially if they're interviewing a person I'm interested in the interview, like who they're interviewing. Gaga. And yeah. James Corden. I mean, I like him. He's a good host. Definitely his signature skit is carpool karaoke. And I've not watched anything else really, because that's the hit. So, oh yeah, I did watch Jay Leno as a kid too. I really liked oh gosh, what was that? Not head. I don't think it was called. Was it called Headlines? It was when he would not head. I really forgot the name of the sketch, but it's when he would read ads and bit he would he would read titles in the classified ads. Oh, it was Headlines. Okay. Yes, I really enjoyed Headlines because it's just. I mean, I'm a bit of a grammar stickler, let's say. So that I always I get a kick out of those bits. Yeah, I don't like jaywalking, and I'm mostly I don't like. Um, oh, you like jaywalking? I don't know. I was fine when he did it, but then everyone else started doing it, so then it got that one. That one got less special, just because it was so overdone by people who weren't as good at it, or some people who just did deliberately to get bad like reactions from people. So that like the other ones were a bit more. I really can't remember how Jay's went, but later ones like the rip-offs were a bit more mean spirited. Yeah, it was that the concept was definitely driven into the dirt. It was definitely the easiest skit to rip off of his. Like headlines, you had to be funny too to make the bad head like the bad headlines funny. Yeah, to say something witty about them. So those take a bit more crap. But jaywalking, you just walked up to people and asked them something, and just you'd keep the responses that were the made the people look worse. So definitely less effort on the person hosting the segment. I remember there was this one they talked about on the Daily Show because it was oh wow. Yeah, I haven't watched much of Jimmy Fallon. Namelessly saying that he's good at original bits, but I don't know what his bits are. He has his own ride at Universal Studios. What kind of ride does he have? There's like a Jimmy Fallon ride. That's very unique sounding. For this picture, I started sketching the couch on the page, which is kind of why I kind of it looks the way like this sketch looks the way it does. I had to cut into the bit a little bit like the ears kind of poke above the perforation, and then you can see the spiral in the sketch. Because I made to make sure I got the angle of the couch right to then put the bodies on it. What's the saying? Oh, it's like one of those 4D rides, the Jimmy Fallon ride. It's like one of those 4D rides where you ride around in a CGI car and you're racing him around New York. Huh. It's kind of funny actually. Oh, okay. I don't know if this was an ad for that, but I remember there were Universal ads. This wasn't very long ago, maybe last year or 2016, where they were so weird. It was Jimmy Fallon at Universal Studios, and he was dressed like the internet personality Fred. At least that's what he looked like. He has like it's like bowl haircut and suspenders and this like gaudy as hell outfit, and it's like really cheesy sounding song, and he did matching cheesy dancing. I don't know if it was ad for the ride or just Universal Studios or if it was ad for something else, but that sticks out to me. Don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. And I have no idea why he was dressed like he was. Yeah, yeah, Nameless here forgot about Fred. I think we all did, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Gotta be frank. Sounds like something Jimmy would do. Yeah. Again, I really don't know much about Jimmy Fallon. He's hosted some award shows that I've watched bits of that I was interested in watching, but Oh. Again, I just watch the shows on like the clips on the internet. I'm not staying up to watch those. Don't really think about recording them, DVR and such. There's one bit where Jimmy Fallon, Billy Crystal, and Jerry Seinfeld recreate the "Who's on First" skit. Oh, okay. I know you like that skit, Nameless Hero. I do. I mean, like the original skit, because I remember many years ago, you and I had a class like it was the same teacher but different periods where the skit was played. I forgot what the context was for why we were listening to that skit, and you told me you were cracking up to it. So I've always remembered that. So I know that's the skit for you. Like sitting on a tail is gonna be not the most comfortable. But if you're trying to relax, you kind of want it brushed up somewhere else. And Who's on First is a classic skit. That's I think that's a Hallmark comedy, but definitely a very memorable moment in like a very memorable comedy sketch in the history of comedy. I'd say. I think. I mean, well, I mean, the tail should brush over the. You know, like my cats, they don't sit on their tails. Like the tail like sweeps around the back of their legs on the side there. So let me just kind of. Come on, I can make this work. That's a terrible song. Ooh, that's a good one. So I was skipping through a song that just does not sound great on my playlist. I shouldn't say it's terrible. It's super corny for what it is, in a not fun way. One of those self-serious songs that doesn't sound good. I get their intention. It's good intention, but not good execution. Guy comes dying. I will substitute that for a legit bop that I adore. Apparently, Banger's out, and people say bop now. Because I've seen bop way more than Banger in the place I've been looking. Oh, I like the term banger. That doesn't seem like it's en vogue anymore. Probably because it has more syllables than bop. The internet. Oh, okay. Is banger another name for a sausage? I really don't know. If it is, that's amazing. So, Okay. So I've got the line art in a good place. Like a British dish, bangers. Oh, bangers and mash. Okay. Oh, all right. I didn't know what banger. I didn't know that's what the bangers and mash was referring to. Interesting. If that's what it is, but yeah, that's interesting. Bangers and mash. Occasionally mashed potatoes, or it could be something else. British dishes have fun names. Like for the longest time, I did well. So in Britain, they don't call them fries. Like fries in Britain is chips, not potato, but potato chips are okay. So in Britain, chips refers to fries, and crisps refers to potato chips. So it's like fish and chips. I just assume potato chips, but no, it's fish and fries. In case you're wondering, yeah. I love naming. I love fun naming conventions. All right, so we got this good place here. Started along the way, and that's some more. And I've really had a lot of fun with this one. Oh. Also, I have a type on my speech bubble. Rats. Where do I have it? Where I have it? Your foot is still on my foot. Too tired and lazy to move. Sorry, bud. Tired and lazy. That's where it is. Thank you for pointing that out, Nameless Hero. Really appreciate it. I think I'm tired too. Oh, yeah. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. That's good. I need to stream more, but I've been really getting into these pictures. I like doing these art streams. It's really easy to do. A lot of fun when I have something to talk about. And people to talk to. Alright. Their expressions look cute to me. So yeah. Let's get to work on that a little more layer. Okay, let me see. Then for this one, I just need to figure out what I'm doing with that painted background. But certainly the buildings I need to put up here. So if I just put another. Oh, I have the line layer there already for that. Then definitely need to see what I can do about this lighting. I think that's a good one though. That addition there. Don't know if I need more or less. 25. So 25, and I like the 25. I might put more shine in his eyes too, but let's see. Way too much, of course. Go. Oh. Now I'll stick with 25 for now. I have some chores I need to take care of, so I'll see you later. Okay, thank you for watching, Nameless Hero. Really appreciate it. I should probably call it in soon too. Let me just at least buff up this ear a little. I think it needs a bit more size to it. It's a bit better. Alright. Well, I think that's a good stopping place for now. Been here for a while. Want to thank everyone for watching live and later on YouTube or on Twitch. I always have fun doing these streams, and these been really fun pictures to work on for Palentines Day, Valentine's Day for pals. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe on YouTube and Twitch for more videos. And I'll be posting these on my DeviantArt page, Super Genji on DeviantArt, and my Twitter as they're finished, and also have Tumblr, Super Genji on Tumblr, if you fancy. So thank you so much. I'll see you all next time.